Sean. Well, sir. I like to ask about Kingdom of Wrestling versus Universe.
Okay.
So with these teens, at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, we learned that Peter Parker is just a teenager who was a member of the Avengers. So how do you feel like the Runaways would approach something like that, knowing that there are teenagers already in the Avengers?
Oof. Yeah, I think that's a high task. Person as an actor, I'd love to. How would the characters deal with it? I think Alex might feel a little out of his element, having no real powers, but I think he could be of use in terms of strategy and I guess plans. A lot of plans go into the Avengers into their action things, but yeah, at least for Alex, I think he'd have fun. He likes the big stakes. He likes that big game. He wants the big buck, and so I would say he'd be excited about it to take on that big task.
You don't want to be running around. How we left, or how Alex left his parents and set them up at the end of the season.
Yeah.
How soon will see perhaps
Yeah, I say, the Pride is still a very well-connected group. They don't lose any power necessarily, but sort of he has to come to terms with that decision that he made pretty quick on. Yeah. So it's a little complicated, like episode 3 or 4ish. But anyways.
characters had a very tough season 2.
Yeah.
Season 3 getting better for you?
No, it's tough. It's these kids have to go through a lot more than I have to go through on a daily basis. So season 3, I would say, hardens Alex up even more than the first 2 did. It gets darker. He has to sacrifice a lot more, and he sort of has to battle a lot more as well.
Obviously, Alex in the comics is much different.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't survive the original run. Obviously, here in season 3, it's like, whereas all the other characters kind of have something to reference off of, like you kind of get to create this character in a way that maybe they don't.
Right, because I guess in the original, he sort of has these super ulterior motives. So yeah, especially in season 3, we sort of dive into this plot line where things change for Alex for sure in terms of what he's thinking. Don't want to give too much away, but I guess we sort of, I was gonna say it and then it was gonna give too much away. Never mind. Yeah, take it back. Oh, it's awesome. Just as human beings are super great, so having them on set every day is awesome. Getting to really know them. We see them sometimes at things like this, little events. You get to have a quick conversation, but now you're spending 14 hours a day, 5 days a week with these people. You get to know them a lot better. Getting to see the way our dialogue sort of works together, the kind of banter going off the Runaways and Cloak and Dagger is super fun. Their powers mixing in, like in action sequences with ours, that was a lot of fun to get to, I guess, read when we're doing it. We don't get to see anything that happens. Carolina does that, and then they add a bunch of things in, like lights. So I'm excited to watch how they turned out, but it looks kind of silly just us doing the moves, but we'll see how it all comes together.
How does Alex so I can jump on a table?
Yes, there are 2 other teenagers who have powers, and that is an exciting addition to the things he already knows.
How many episodes of crossover? Is there a possibility of crossover?
I'm sure there's a possibility. Yeah, the same way that there was a possibility that they crossed in ours and it ended up happening. They came in. I guess it'd be a little more than an episode. They were in. It's a little more than an episode. And I'd say yes, there's a possibility that we go into theirs, especially the way we leave it, for sure. Yeah.
To cover with Alex, so out of all of the Runaways, the only 2 who don't really have powers are Alex and Chase.
Uh-huh.
And they do have that tension throughout the first 2 seasons where
Right.
it's kind of back and forth on who's in charge.
Uh-huh.
Does that lead into some of Alex's insecurities throughout a lot of it, that he is not the only human that kind of has the potential?
I'd say that, I guess, sort of the group semi backfired on him at the beginning of season 2 there, where they were like angry with him in certain things, and I think he sort of stepped back from that role more so than in the first couple seasons. So I'd say he sort of stepped back a little bit, but he's still very much, he's the plans dude. He's the guy who's like, okay, let's think of a plan, let's think of a way to do this a smart way and not, coming at it with brute force. Yeah.
All the other characters are using their hands and stuff, and they don't do anything like I don't feel like I'm doing any of those fights. Why is it my tech?
Yeah, exactly. I type away. No, it's yeah. I mean, they get to do all the really fun things. I grew up, playing sports and stuff, so I like being active and all that and physical. But I get to have some fun this season with things in that world. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Super cool. I'm trying to think of when that I used them. When did I use them? That's right. Yeah, at the end of season 2. I had a lot of cool ideas for the Fistigons that didn't come to fruition. I tried. I was just sitting in the mirror trying to think of like cool ways to shoot it, and then they're like, all right, so you're gonna have her draped over your shoulder, you're gonna be running, and you don't really know how to use them, so just kind of blast. I'm like, I had a whole thing set up, but just had to throw that away. But it is exciting getting to watch it all play out. We had to play without explosions on set because I would shoot and things would blow up, so it had to be all timed down to the moment. So every time my right foot hits this step, blast went out. Every time my left foot comes over the edge, hit that step. And so it's like a dance you play. It's fun. Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.